All right, all right. Thanks for joining me here. I had thought I had already clicked the button. Sorry about that, guys. I have been streaming for a while, but that's okay. I thought I had already clicked the button. Sorry about that, guys. I have been streaming for a while, but that's okay. I thought I had already clicked the button. Sorry about that, guys. But nonetheless, we here. Let's make it happen. All right. So we're gonna make the new plan for 2026. Right. That's why we're here. That's why we're making this happen. We're gonna make sure that we get this straight right now. Happy New Year. We're gonna go ahead and pin that. All right. Now, so we're gonna get our plan for 2026 together. What does that look like? Right. Well, for here at Case Technologies, I already know that I want us to be larger. I want us to be bigger. I want us to have more impact. Right. I want this channel to really reflect what my hopes and dreams are for all of you out there. Right. That means growth this year. That means success, whether it's big or small. I believe there's no success or milestone that's too small. We should celebrate them all because you just never know, right? So that's what we're going to be doing this year. And right here, I want y'all to follow along if at all possible. Do yours alongside me. It's kind of like a vision board, but it's going to be text based, right? We're going to put plans for an awesome 2026, kind of like when you're in school, right? We're gonna do it like that. We're gonna crank this baby up so y'all can actually see what's happening, right? And we're gonna center that. Big plans for 2026. Bow. So we have big plans for 2026, as we do every year, right? And that's what you're thinking, right? But no, seriously, this year we're gonna hit them. We're gonna write it down. We're gonna consistently revisit these ideas as well. 'Cause that's the only way that we can really stick to what we're doing. So we must be actionable here. How's your new year going so far? Right. All right. So we have that straightened out. We're gonna get here. We're gonna get to it. All right. So number one, I would like to see our YouTube channel hit 10,000. Let's get bigger than that. We can do 20,000 because we're already at 3,800. Thanks to you guys. Thanks to you right there at home. I appreciate you. Okay. Without you, yes, you, we wouldn't be where we are right now, right? And I appreciate you for that. We're going to go ahead and crank this baby up to 20,000 subscribers in 2026. We're going to be building a lot here, right? So what do I need to do to get to 2026 to 20,000 subscribers? Well, here you go. I'm gonna tell you. I need to be more consistent, right? I need to also produce better content, right? Next, right? Engagement, more engagement. What does that look like, right? Let's get detailed here. See, this is how you plan something like this. If you're having issues with growing your own community or network or YouTube or whatever it may be, this is probably the problem right here. You're lacking the depth of planning that's needed and required for you to go ahead and be successful. But I digress. So here we go. So more engagement. What are we gonna do? We need to um, um, be responsive. Subscribers. Yeah, we need to be responsive. We need to be responsive and available, right? And they're similar but not the same, right? Just because I'm available doesn't mean I'm responding to those who are out there, right? Because you guys might have many questions, things like that, right? I need to actually respond, all right? Then we need to actually do cross platforms. We need to cross platforms, right? This will help our growth, right? What does that look like? So that means we need to be on Facebook, Instagram, or IG. Let's do IG. We need TikTok, right? That's the one, right? TikTok. Then we need, excuse me, where else can we engage at? I can't think of anything right now, and etc. We're just gonna say etc. Right? That's how we will grow, right? Same thing goes for you. If that's what you're looking for, follow this model right here. I'm going to 20,000. If you just having issues with get to 1,000, follow the same model, right? Now, what else are we going to do for growth? We're going to build a strong community here, right? We have to. Without it, what are we doing here, right? Right? I want y'all to think like this uh, famous poet used to say, right? Uh, I'd rather die enormous than live dormant, right? If that's not why we're here, right? Then why, right? Then why do it, right? And I'm just paraphrasing there, right? Um, so just keep those in mind, right? We want to maximize self maximization here. You know, that's it, right? We want to know that we are meeting our skill sets. We're going in as deep as we can go. Not as deep as Joe Schmo down the street. Not deep as uh, Sam Altman. Not as deep as what's that guy? Elon Musk. Not as deep as these people, right? Everybody's situation is unique. You know, it's okay to be a big fish in a small pond. Remember that. It's okay to be a big fish in a small pond. It doesn't hurt, okay? Now, we're going to build a strong community, right? For growth. Keyword growth here. And I'm going to put it in all caps, right? Because we're going to put emphasis on this, and we're going to bold it too. We're not just going to say growth. We're going to say real growth. It's going to be bold. Like us, everyone who's on this channel, we're bold. We're intentional. We're going to take ourselves to the next level. We're going to be what we knew we could be, right? What we were afraid to be. But we're going to be that this year, all right? And we're going to take off. Why not? Build a strong community for growth and excellence. That's right. I said it. You are excellent. You can be excellent. And with this community, the help of this community, you're going to have examples of excellence, right? Because honestly, that's what you need. That's what I've needed. That's what others have needed, right? How else do you know it's possible if you don't get around like-minded individuals that show you, oh yeah, you can do that. That's a great idea, right? If you're always around Debbie Downers, oh the world's so bad, this is so bad. Yeah, it is, but guess what? You can still win in the storm, okay? Dang, I need to write that down. But yeah, you can still win in a storm, okay? Right? You can still survive, right? There's no rule that says, oh, it's storming outside. We can't win anymore. No, not at all, right? So we're going to win in the storm. We're going to win this year. You're going to win. We're all going to be winners, right? Now, winning is at different levels, right? If you really want to win this year, go ahead, and I'm going to tell you about how we're doing this community and how we're going to make winners, right? I already have a plan set out because I'm going to use my formula for success, right? And I'm going to give that to you all in these different environments, right? I'm just going to be dropping jewels, dropping knowledge. If you care to utilize it, then that's on you. If you don't, then that's on you as well, right? Some things are just educational purposes for some people, and I respect it. So we got the school community. That's just $9 a month. That's less than Netflix, okay? That's less than Netflix, right? You can get ahead, right? I'm telling you here, if you sign up for this $9 a month, I'm sure you will gain some type of nugget that will pay for this 100 times over, right? I'm sure it'll put you in a position where you're able to make $900 a month, right? What does that look like, right? What does $9 a month look like, right? If we do a calculator and we say $900 times 12, that's $10,000, right? Can the knowledge that you get for this $9 a month put you at $900 a month? I would say yeah, right? Now, I can't guarantee anything. Now, you're not going to sit on your couch and get there. But if you take the lesson I tell you, like how to go about search and then how to go about your resume, how to go about applying for jobs, how to go about being in communities, you'll increase your income by $10,000. If you follow every single thing, then I can guarantee it. But if you just come in, you're not active, you're not really paying attention to what's going on, no, I cannot. Now, so let's see here. Let's go here. This is the link to the community. You need to be a part of this community in 2026 if you're serious about growth in tech or growth in entrepreneurship. Then you need to be a part of this community right here. I'm going to drop that in the chat too because it makes no sense for you not to have it in the chat. Be able to go ahead and sign up today, right? Go ahead and get the hard things out the way right now. And then $9 a month is not a hard thing. Go ahead and be one of our first members because I'm thinking I'm going to make some changes. I might lock out the bottom tier mid-year, right? Because I don't know if it's worth charging $19 a month because we're going to really get into it once people lock in. Or you can pay just the annual fee of $4.99. Then you don't have to worry about it again for a whole year. Once you get into that group or that cohort of people, right, we're going to be given phenomenal information. I'm going to be given phenomenal information, like how to upskill, how to increase your income, what parts of the country you need to be in to make money, right? How to land a remote job, which you should be looking at. How to finesse a little bit, right? I'm going to teach you a lot of stuff, legit ways, right? This is all legit. I'm just going to add a little spice to it, but it's all legit, all right? I don't play like that. I do everything above board. We're not doing no nonsense, right? You can also go watch my video, Your Path to 300K, right? When you get off of this, go check that out, right? I don't sugarcoat anything. I tell you, you got to do things the hard way, right? There's no, but I can show you a concise hard way, right? Your hard way could be 1 year, or your hard way could be 3 to 5 years on your own, right? It took me about 5 doing it on my own, and I was figuring things out. But I can condense that into a year. Like, hey, this month you work on this, that month you work, the next month you work on this, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? This is who you need to be in contact with. This is when you should be answering, et cetera, questions. Now, the next community we have is Discord. It's free, people. Look, there's no reason you shouldn't be in here. It's going to be free. And then we're going to have to get together an email list too, right? Because I know a lot of people sometimes are like, hey, Trevor, you're doing so much. I want to be a part of that, right? So case_tech is the Discord. It was like, how do you have so much energy and for all of this? Or how do you do all these things? And you have a family and your kids are active and you're active and you have a wife. Hey, look, there's one thing I believe in doing. I don't believe in just doing things that just excite me, right? However, I find the things that I have a love for and a passion for and that align with one another, right? The main thing is the main thing, right? I have to make sure my bills are paid and that I can live, right? So I make sure that aligned with the compensation portion, right? Once they aligned and met in the middle, I was good from there. Now I can build incrementally on top of that, right? Because I've put in years and years of knowledge in on these different things. So I can go ahead and all you have to do is a little bit on each portion. You just stack, right? It's like, how do you eat an elephant, right? One piece at a time. That's all I'm doing every single day is I'm taking on a little bit at a time and getting a little bit better each day. I'm not trying to kill it, right? So we have 365 days in a year. Guess what you should be doing, right? One day, every day out the year, if you want to be a better programmer, you need to learn one module a day, right? Just go through that module, learn 5 to 10 functions out of that module in that programming language. So if it's Python, you need to go to the OS module, the built-in module OS today, right? And learn 10 functions that support that module or that library, right? That's it. Then tomorrow, you might go in and learn pandas, right? Learn 10 functions out of pandas, right? And then as the month progresses, that knowledge starts to compound. You start to see how people break up classes, how they break up functions, and you become better. That's it. We're not looking for you to go ahead and come leaps and bounds and know the entire thing. No, you need to know how the structure works, right? It's like dancing, and that's one thing I like to dance. Everything follows a rhythm, right? You need to know the count, the steps when you're dancing. You know, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, right? You always want to be able to count, right? So when you go into Python and you're breaking down that module, OS, you want to say 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we're going to go os.system, os.current working directory, os.hostname, right? Then we're going to go back to the top, os.system, os.current working directory, os.hostname, right? It's very systematic. It's simple. You guys have to relax and calm your nervous system. You guys just get so excited, and it doesn't take all that, okay? But I get it. When you're on the internet, you're over here, you're over there. AI's going to take our jobs, and everybody just jumps in on your fears. Then yeah, you get excited. But look, calm down, calm it down. Nothing is that shit. Trust me. I have been near death situations. It ain't even that shit. When you get to near death, guess what you're supposed to do? Relax, calm, be in the moment. Same thing. You're in tech, calm down, be in the moment. All you can do is all you can do. Like, don't let people at the job stress you. The worker's going to be there tomorrow, right? All you can do is all you can do, right? Focus on the things you have right in front of you right now, because you don't know what you don't know. And that's okay. But have a willingness to learn it. So let's get back in here, right? Number 3. What do I want to see Case Technology do? Now, I want y'all to understand. I just had my coffee. The coffee's hitting. I'm ready to go. I'm going. Anybody who knows me, they know, hey, once I get my coffee, ain't just no stopping me, right? I'll be grinning from ear to ear. Y'all be thinking I had like a drink. No. Coffee? Oh, caffeine. I'm caffeinated. Let's go. What is it? Let's go. I'm ready. All right. So number 3, we've already said we want to go to 20,000 subscribers. We want to build a strong community. Number 3, what do we want to do? Right? We want to have some success stories, right? What is it to have 20,000 subscribers and a community of growth and excellence, and we don't have some success stories, right? I want some success stories in there. I want people to have their dreams come true, right? And how they're going to do that, all right? This is what I'm looking for. These are the 3 I want to hear, but life is life, so it could be anything. I want one person to be able to change careers and get into tech by the end of the year, right? That's goal number 1. Goal number 2. Hey, thanks, Sidnak. Appreciate the love from India. Number 2, after changing careers, I want someone to be able to, how do I word this? I want them to be able to take care of themselves financially, right? Um, so I want a person to be able to have sustainability. Um, the next thing, I want someone to reach 6 figures, right? I want someone to pass a certification. And last, I want a person to be able to start their own business, right? So these are the 5 success stories that I would like to hear come out of this channel this year. All right, no matter if we hit the 20,000 or not, I want you all to hit this right here. This is where it matters the most to me, right? I want to see that. I want to see that type of success. We want to always grow here with us, right? So that's the success stories, right? Then become a household name. What does that mean? Well, when they mention Case Technologies, I want that to be up there with um, the MKBHDs. If you know Marcus Brownlee, if you know what's that guy's name? Chris Hawks, any of the uh, Traversy Media, things like that. I want them to know when you say Case Technologies, they go, oh yeah, the channel on YouTube, right? Because I'm not going with my name, and there's a reason why. I'm gonna get to that one next year. We want them to know because I do run a business. It's not about me, right? It's not my name. I want next thing I want is to be able to hire these 3 key positions right here. Hire staff. These are the 3 key positions I need right here. First, I need a video editor. So second, I need a full-time developer. And third, I need a trainer because we do training. We do IT training. So that's what another goal. These are the three right here. I need to hire staff and more interns. I had my first intern this year. He was amazing. Shout out to Jacob. You know who you are. Hey, I program in several languages: Python, Ruby, Java, JavaScript. I'm about to write it all in there for you. You take your pick, man. You know, I do that right there. I play with a little bit of Golang, and I'll put that in there. What programming language do you use? All right, so because I was doing Ruby on Rails at one time, right? I was playing with that. I was having my time with it. Ooh, you do C++? I've been wanting to get into C++, and it's funny that you mentioned that because um, I've been thinking about it a lot. I want to get into something that runs a lot quicker, faster. Um, I've always liked games, but they take so long to develop. People say, but they always try to scare you too. So I don't know. I need to get somebody who's real and honest and say, hey, like yeah, it takes a while, but you can get a game off the ground in a few months. Um, but yeah, not really. But we can learn together. I can do some videos on this channel. I'm all about that. But I do network automation. Um, so Python. I have used Ansible, SaltStack, um, things like that. It took a long time. I'm probably older than what you think I am, but it took a long time. It took about 15 years. I learned little by little. I have a lot of those things on the channel, right? And like I said, I started trying to do Ruby on Rails, then I was doing Python with Django, then I was doing a lot of the JavaScript stuff. And if you didn't catch my channel about how to get to 300K, I am a hardcore reader. So, um, no, I didn't go through all these books page for page, but the Java book I did because I had this book a long time ago, and that's what I'm talking about. I don't want y'all to cut your teeth the way I did. Like some books, I would go cover to cover on, and I would be wasting time. And you don't need to do that. You need to build actionable projects, but before you build the projects, you need to have a plan first. You need to start out with your plan and what you're going to do, because you don't want to just be like that caught up in tutorial purgatory or hell, right? And then we're gonna actually get some interns in here this year too, right? We're gonna get some interns in. But yeah, if you guys have questions, I might have answers, right? What is it that you're looking to do? Huh? What are you guys trying to get into? Right? Let me know that, right? Um I also want to do more giveaways. So if you haven't applied for the giveaway for the Mac Mini, go ahead and do that. I want to give giveaways. I usually give giveaways. I usually give away about 10 um 10 laptops a year, right? And then I do Christmas giveaways and sponsor families. Um so I want to give away more stuff, right? You know, not always huge items, but bags, clothes, shirts, etc. Right? So what does that look like? Let's see what giveaways look like. Merch, Case Tech merch, of course. We love you guys out there. We want you to have our gear. Um, Technology items, right? So maybe a Raspberry Pi. We're going to give away the Mac Mini this year, so we can put that on there. Um, maybe one of the maybe a camera, something like that. I want to inspire other people to want to get into it as well, right? If I can do it, you definitely can do it. I have a crazy schedule, right? Um, So what else do I want to give? So cameras, yeah, and probably just like tech accessories, right? We'll say that. All right. So after we do that, number 7, we're building a strong community of entrepreneurs. Okay, we need more people in tech that say, I'm going to do X and I'm going to corner this part of X market so we can produce more jobs for more people, right? Whether it's global or domestically, right? We don't need to be hamstringing these build up more entrepreneurs. Yeah, there we go. Build more entrepreneurs, right? What does that look like, right? We'll talk about stuff like, and just to give a few examples, right? Some of you can just get into tech doing cameras, right? Camera installation. Uh, Small business web developers, right? Web dev. Oh, small business app dev, right? All these different things. Java is always hiring. Java is always hiring. If you want to get a job, I would say go with Java. Java and JavaScript, right? Right. And then app development is huge always. App development is always going to be huge in Java. Simple as that. So Apple has the market covered if you're in the West. Apple has the market covered. So if you're just learning, everybody has their phone in their hand constantly. So if you can do web development, you're good. So I say Swift, Java, JavaScript is what I would recommend. JavaScript is huge though because of the streaming. Um, so keep that in mind. But one of those three: Java, JavaScript, Swift, and C++. You can't go wrong with either, right? They need that for speed, um, compression, um, things like that. Low memory, right? So know why you're coding, what you're trying to do, right? All right. So build more entrepreneurs here. Camera installation, small business, web dev, small business, app dev, right? Um, you can build your own software, right? Um, SD WAN development. So if you want to do network automation, they need a lot of that network automation. Huge, huge market. This is the next parallel, right? AI cannot do this right now, but your software can, okay? And you can use AI to manage these different things. But I'm not gonna get into that because I think I might jump on that one, right? All right. So then I want other people to have educational apps, right? Educational apps, right? Getting to that, teaching these kids via computers, phones, things like that. People in different countries, languages, health apps, because in the U.S. where I'm at, it's over with for the healthcare, right? So you need, if you can produce healthcare apps that can actually help with something like home remedies, stuff like that, um, basic workout plans, macros, how people should be eating. Um, that's an entrepreneurial space. And we'll be talking about things like this in the environment. Make sure you sign up to the school app. $9 a month. $9 USD. So I'm telling you, you don't want to miss this at all. Okay? I have a wealth of knowledge. I'm going to bring some people in from time to time to speak and let you know what they do and how they were able to get there. I have an interview with a really good friend of mine. He's a business owner, an app developer. I'm proud to just know him and be associated with him. It's kind of like the guy who has all the girls, right? He drops me a girl or two. meaning in work, and I benefit from just knowing him, right? So he's a good guy, um, and I'm gonna bring him to this channel. I'm gonna do an interview with him, but only a portion of that will be available on YouTube. You have to sign up to the school community to get the full interview from him, and I allow him to talk and tell his details and all the things he has going on, right? Because I want to be able to give my the people I interview some type of small token of appreciation when they come. So I don't want it to always just be completely free, but I do want you guys to be able to get some stuff free because I know everyone's money isn't quite the same, but I want to benefit everyone. I'm a person that believes everyone should benefit, everyone can benefit. So let's figure it out, right? Um, oh, nice. Python isn't bad, but it's gonna lock you into like probably some DevOps unless you really pick up Django, right? So that's not bad. So Python is good. Start using Django and um, I'm drawing a blank because they have a way create mobile apps and stuff like that. Um, I forgot what that is. I can look that up real quick. Mm. But I hear it's not native, so it's kind of slow when you try. Yeah, so you can use Kiwi. That's Kivy, but like they say, it's not really native, so you have some stuff that's kind of wonky about it. And there's another one I thought you could use. No, that's for JavaScript. The other one's JavaScript. But yeah, Kiwi is for Python. Yeah, so I would say pick up Kiwi, learn Kiwi, and Django. So actually Kiwi, Django, and that API. I don't know. Drawing a blank on. I use the API all the time. What is it called? Fast API. Goodness gracious. So yeah, you want to use Kiwi, Django, and Fast API. Django is a web framework. Django is a web framework, right? So you definitely want to have that. Let's see. And this is what I'm talking about, engagement, right? Getting people engaged. And I love that you're asking questions. I appreciate that, Ishan. This is great. Oh, what? Oh, there we go. I had a little blip. But this is great. We want to keep the engagement up. I love it. Um, Ishan. It's really good. All right, cool. So number 8. So let's just recap real quick for those who just got in. We were talking about our plans for 2026 here at Case Technologies. Make sure you write your plans down too. You, yes, you. Don't wait. We don't want no more softies. We don't need any more softies in tech, right? You're not soft because you're here, right? And leave the soft stuff in 2025. You are not soft. I'm talking about you. You're not soft. So leave that in 2025 because we're here. We're ready. YouTube 20,000. We want to get us to 20,000 this year. We want to be consistent, produce better content, right? This is one of the things I'm doing to produce better content. More engagement, right? Right now I'm engaged, fully engaged with you guys. I'm responsive. I'm available. That's what I want. Cross platforms, Facebook, IG, TikTok, and etc. Right? We also want to build a strong community. What does that mean? So to build a strong community for growth and excellence, we have a school community. It's $9 a month. Sorry about that. I've been talking for a while. It's $9 a month. Follow the link. I dropped it in the chat. We also have a Discord that is free and open to join. at case_tech. Join it today. We do have some private channels in there as well for entrepreneurs. If you want to do what I do, you want to become a business owner, we're here for you. We also have, I also want to see some success stories, right? How do I know I'm having a good impact if I don't have people who are also being successfully impacted by what I'm doing, right? I don't want to be doing this in vain. I want people to actually benefit, come out this on the other side better. So, for the serious minds out there, I want people to be I want to have a story this year where somebody says they changed their career because of what I've been doing and they've been working with me. Sustainability, right? I want somebody to be able to sustain their lifestyle where they may have been struggling before at a position, but now that they're in tech or that they've taken a step up in tech, either they're now able to meet the expectation of their living expenses. Six-figure income. I want somebody to get to six figures, right? That's a huge milestone. That's something that a lot of people may not ever meet, but if you're able to do it and achieve that, that is a major success or a major win, and I want to see it. Pass the certification, right? You getting your first certification is huge. I know the anxiety that goes into it. I know the stress that you might feel, right? But like I tell everybody, you guys have to calm your nervous system down and just relax, right? I've had near-death experiences, and that's all you can do. You just have to be calm in those moments. Just like in tech, you have to be calm, bring that down, calm your nervous system down, and go with the flow. And you'll be fine, right? All you can do is all you can do, right? And it's like they say about eating an elephant, right? You only can eat it one piece at a time. So that's all we do. Like I said before, when you break down these libraries, you want to go forward a little bit at a time. All right. And then after starting and passing certification, I want somebody to be able to start a business, right? Become a business owner. We need more business owners in this economy, right? And around the world. The more business owners we have, the more jobs we'll have. We won't have a lot of markets just affected by one thing and throwing everything out of whack. People will be able to pivot and work in other places, right? And then number four, like for us to become a household name, right? When you say Case Technologies, I want it to be held with the MKBHDs, the Traverse Medias, the Chris Hawks, and other people, Coding Phase, or any other names in the space. Or any of that, I want you to mention me, right? Or mention my team over here at Case Technologies. Like, we love, or like Linus too, right? I want you to mention Case Technologies and be like, oh yeah, that guy, yeah. He's good, right? I've learned a lot from him. He's very helpful. He's down to earth. He works with us, and he has a community that is strong, right? That's what I want. That's what I want to see. That's what I want for you all. And it's just not a me thing, right? It's a we thing over here. And then I want to be able to hire staff, video editor, developer, or trainer, and interns. And then we have giveaways. This is the best part, right? I want to be able to provide you guys with merch, Raspberry Pis. We already have a Mac Mini that we're going to be giving away. A camera, I would like to do that so someone can get their vlogging career started. Then we have tech accessories. We're going to get those out as well. And number 7, I want to build more entrepreneurs, like I said before, right? But this is the detailed portion of it. You can have a camera installation business, small business web app, small business for app dev, SD-WAN development, educational apps, healthcare apps, right? So keep that in mind. And number 8, I want to get an actual streaming studio this year. Streaming studio. Right? What does that look like? I'm going to say, I don't need but maybe 300 to 400 square feet. And this allow me to do in-person classes, interviews. Right? I'll be able to do all that from there. So That would be something nice to have. Mm, um, and then at the bottom here is just like for me to have outreach, pop ups, um, pop up streams, and number 10, I like to do a conference, a tech conference. All right. So that's what I would have. This is our plan for 2025. I'm going to go ahead and string it so that you guys can actually see it. All right. Let's see. See it a little better. How much of it can we get on the screen? I might be better off. Can I do? That's all right there. But that's what we have today. Thanks for tuning in. We are going to really kick this year off, right? I want y'all to know that. I'm looking forward to everything. If you have questions, always ask them. Comment on the community page here on YouTube. Don't forget about school. Don't forget about Discord. Uh, and thanks again. See you later. And watch some videos. Watch some videos today. I have all the questions. Make sure you look through all the videos. I always keep forgetting to say that. Look at the videos we already put out here, all right? They're still valid to this day. They're still great. They're going to put you ahead.